I think this might be all right. Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. My guest, Anders Celin, is on the show. We're going to do a little thing called Out and About.
Yes.
It's like a Canadian thing.
Right, but in Stockholm, so it's like fusion. I love fusion.
Yeah.
It's a cultural mix. I love that.
You get different, it's like a fusion food, right?
Yeah, but with people like the Nazis was trying to do, but in a nice way.
Without the heavy petting?
Yeah, and slightly more mixing.
So what, you live here in Stockholm. You're Swedish. We're in Sweden.
Where I come from, south of Sweden, so I have these R's deep in my throat, like R.
Oh, I thought it was like, it's a distinct accent is what you're telling me.
Yeah, so yeah.
What's the town called?
Halmstad.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah. Actually, I lived in a smaller town outside Halmstad called Gullbrandstorp. Gullbrandstorp.
Isn't that where Pippi Longstocking's from?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it close?
Yeah, pretty close. It's the county next to hers.
Now,
but she's made up, you know that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
That was one of the movies I'd seen as a child at a local theater, but it was all subtitled, and I thought, the dubbing was really, not subtitled, it was dubbed, so it had these really fucked up, delayed kind of American accent over top of it. I just thought the movie was fucked, because the mouths I'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
But I was very envious of her and her lifestyle.
Yeah, me too. I mean, great.
Yeah, we both kind of live in a fantasy world in some...
Yeah, she was like a small pedophile luring kids to her fancy house with the sodas in the trees.
I don't know if I watched the same movie. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But wasn't she...
She
was a lesbian.
Well, there are rumors.
Oh, the rumors.
Yeah. When Tommy went to sleep after he drank his special soda, Annika she went wild.
No, but the actress who played her was a...
I don't know. I think she's happily married.
Oh, I thought she was a dyke. But that was one of my early crushes on a Swedish girl. Even though I've seldom seen any gingers with freckles, she was kind of a carnival freak.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, her father was actually they cut this out in the new version of the book. He was a Negro king, but he was white, and she was a Negro princess, a Negerkung, and we're not allowed to say this word because they're trying to control our language in Sweden. Mm-hmm. So they cut that out and actually burned the books, and I just love that. Yeah. Because they couldn't have them in the libraries anymore, so they burned them. So I'm collecting all this stuff that the postmodernists try to burn today, like candy covers that's not okay today. So I have a big collection at home.
Yeah, I remember seeing a old laundry detergent commercial where a black man was standing in a tub. And then they put soap on him, and then he became white and he was dancing.
Yeah, they have this great... I mean, in Fantasia, the Disney movie Fantasia, they cut away a scene where a black centaur is attending the white centaur.
Ah.
So it's yeah.
A little mixed marriage.
Yeah, I collect old movies too that have lots of censor.
Well, you've seen all those Warner Brother cartoons with the... characters eating watermelon with the oversized features and... Yeah, I made a short movie with just cut-out scenes, very, very racist, but very sexist too, and like Betty Boop, I mean, she was great, lovely music, but she was a hot girl. It's amazing how, things have changed so much with... Like, you watch the movie, any Mel Brooks movie, like Blazing Saddles. I remember my brother's...
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's becoming... Irony's becoming lost.
Yeah. When you don't have any history, you just depend on Google to find everything, then they can't take a joke. Because everything is here and now, and I'm supposed to like it or dislike it, so it's all these choices.
And there's like a weird social current where... people gain a mob mentality for things that they don't really give a fuck about. We're hypocrites in a lot of them.
Yeah, but it's people that not feeling good for some reason and they want somebody to blame.
Yeah. I was talking to one of the comedians. Actually, oddly enough, we're passing Underbar Bar. Right. We're walking through this is not central Stockholm. This is more like the club and bar district.
Yeah.
But that Underbar Bar, they used to do the mafia there. And
yes.
A comedian to me goes, I saw you one time 3 years ago, and me and my friend were the only ones laughing. Why? I don't understand why they weren't laughing. And it's because they take everything so literal. It's a very personal thing to see,
especially in Stockholm. When I'm outside in Sweden performing in other small villages.
Yeah, we did Estonia together.
Yeah, we did that, and now Gävle last week.
Yeah, well, things are really turning around for us. From Estonia, like 6 years ago, to Gävle, which is a town of 100,000 people.
Yeah, but they are great. I love Gävle.
Yeah, totally. I find, it's same with Norway. Anywhere outside of Oslo or any capitals, with the exception of like Denmark and Iceland.
Right.
Finland. You go to these small northern towns in the middle of nowhere, and a couple hundred people will show up to watch a show and have a blast.
Yeah, and they love having any kind of entertainment there. So and they don't care if I laugh about something, they don't get lynched like they do in south of Stockholm.
Yeah. There's a.
They're more relaxed.
They're a little more. They're the simple folk.
Yeah, simple folk.
And
but seems more happy than those in Stockholm actually.
Yeah, it does have a different kind of vibe altogether, And again, they're so happy you showed up that if you're half talented, you're a superstar.
Yeah.
And And they
smell the new jeans. So there's a lot of sex opportunities.
There is sex opportunities.
Yeah.
Drew, what is your favorite type of sex? Like,
I'm very good at masturbating, but sometimes you want company too.
Yeah.
And it's always this. I'm sort of lazy, and I rather rest than have sex.
Yeah.
I do.
Is there a country in particular? Is there a country particular where you get a chance to fuck?
Any country, county.
Do you have a specific kind of place in the globe where you go to dump cum?
No. All over the place. I try to have a small film of cum over every town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm spreading it thin.
You have no children?
No.
Neither do I.
No. They always tend to swallow. So yeah.
Yeah. They. There's a lot of food shortages in the world.
Yeah. But you don't have children. But
the children swallow.
Yeah, I guess it just never happened because I'm so busy enjoying life in various ways and exploring.
Why would you ruin it? Yeah, we were talking. I hadn't seen you in a while, and you've been doing a little traveling yourself.
Yeah, me and my best friend Alexander Bard, who is actually the judge in the Swedish Idol, and but American
talent.
Talent. Yeah.
America's Got Talent. Sweden's Got Talent.
Yeah, he's a judge there and an old musician, and we love to travel all over the world, explore. We go places.
Sex tourists.
No, not really. No, actually, no. We
didn't you fuck some homeless guy's wife in a pile of trash?
Yeah, but he paid me for it, and I'm a broke artist. I can't say no to that kind of money.
Who eats her out after you come in her? Like, that's forward. That's a commitment.
What to eat? What did you say?
Felching.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a bit fancy, so I use a straw.
Fancy.
I have this metal straw. You.
The curly straws.
Yeah.
The kids' party straws. So, where did?
But there always tends to be so much bubble in the cum because it's not so liquefied. So
and the pussy farts, you end up with half of it on your glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lady having a shit against the wall. She must be going through a breakup. But I'd met you, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
At I think a Raw show or something. Were you on a Raw gig with me, or we just ran into each other?
I know we did Raw the same season, I think, and then weren't you at the cruise?
Yes, we did the cruise, the booze cruise.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to explain that? This is something I try to tell people in North America, that they have these boats that go. I know the regular ones from Stockholm to Helsinki, but some go to Estonia and other things, and it's like a 24-hour.
So you can buy cheap liquor, I think.
Yeah, and people literally, they'll book these cruises, and they'll be like Sweden Rock cruise or a comedy cruise, and people take over the boat. They buy tickets. It includes the show.
Really cheap tickets.
Yeah. And includes like a little cabin. You get like a 4-sleeper cabin or something.
Yeah.
And then everyone gets blackout drunk. The staff all look like prisoners of war.
Yeah.
They have this. They see this so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. Didn't people get arrested and thrown in jail on the boats? Jump off?
I just knew a comedian that got arrested and put in a cell in Åland, I think.
Really? That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So.
But it's the fact is that they have a cell ready to go. They know there's going to be somebody.
Oh yeah. I mean,
why not be
the rape statistic? I mean, that cruise should be blamed for everything, I think.
Is there a lot of rape on that boat?
I don't know. I mean,
I bet you there's a lot of bad decisions. But what my bad decision might not be someone else's bad decision. Like people go on the boats to fuck.
Yeah, when I was performing on the Raw cruise, there was this 50-year-old lady that came up to me and said,
Hold on, let me make my cock out. Hold on a second.
They wanted me to crush a Viagra so they could slip it in her husband's drink.
No.
so I
would
helped
have
her crush it.
You drugged her husband so he could fuck her?
I helped.
Why didn't you just push on his ass? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not really. You're the expert.
It is weird. What did you watch them make love?
No. I just helped them with the drugging part. Then I just stepped like a small angel.
Yeah, you're the Cupid. You're enabling this old guy to muster up enough dick.
Yeah, and
hammer.
He's going to be so surprised. Oh my God, it's working!
It's alive. You're like the Dr. Frankenstein of cocks.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, sure, why not?
I put a 12-volt battery under my nutsack. So we're walking toward, what street is this? I'm going to butcher it anyway. You know exactly.
No, I live in the suburbs, and you're not allowed to live there unless you have special passes.
It's called a prison. Look at what we got here. These are always disturbing. I noticed some up the street before. They have this lamp store where some of the most disturbing dolls. Are these supposed to be like people from Finland trying to climb a fence?
It sort of looks like that. I think it's a Christmas decoration, but I just forgot to put it in.
Oh, all the Christmas stuff is very haunting.
Yeah.
It's very troll-like. We've got some rabbits, a dinosaur, and some angel holding up a thing. There's a swastika. Okay, let's keep moving.
That's old Sweden. We don't talk about it. We just...
Yeah, there's been some events. Did you see the guy in Portland with the Nazi armband get punched in the face? He was riding public transit with his fucking swastika armband. And I think that's just going to fly in Portland, which is one of the most kind of, overly politically correct places, but there is no place for that anywhere.
Actually, in Sweden, we have forbidden the swastika, so if you do it, you get arrested. If you have it on, you get arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
I think so too, because I mean, if you censor a symbol, it gets even more powerful. You should be allowed to make art of it, make ridicule of it, and
maybe turn it into a rainbow.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Rainbow swastikas.
Yeah. Actually, when I was in India, I saw these lamps with swastika on.
Oh, they're the other way.
Yeah, but
though.
the other way.
Yeah.
So I bought a load of them, but I haven't dared to put them up in the suburb of Vårbygård where I live. There are lots of immigrants where I live, so it could be misinterpreted. Yeah. But they're blinking and are really nice.
Well, explain. You grew up in a small town. You get into. What were you starting out? What was your influences here? Because you have a variety of things. I saw you with a miniature doll of yourself that you fist fucked.
Oh yeah. That was the end of the finale in my small man fisting scene.
Yeah. There was a lot of grease on that fist.
Yeah, I filled it with chocolate sauce and blood. So when I put the hand in, it's not running.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I think we were both on the same show, which is always a bad idea for any ticket buyer.
Yeah, so it seems.
I had, you know when people are complaining about one comedian who's maybe, on the blue side, and the management clearly knows that I'm on next.
Yeah.
And you can see the anxiety and the turmoil start to unfold. And they're like, we're about to lose a liquor license here tonight.
All right. Yeah.
There's a lot of broken windows on the street. Drunk people really hate candy. This is...
Wow, I haven't seen this shop. House of Candy.
Yeah. This is right up your alley. Well, you're known to have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And three testicles.
Yeah. Well, it's my...
Cotton candy. You're going to lose a foot to diabetes.
Yeah, but it's going to be worth it. I mean, all the sugar rushes.
We're walking down the hill. It's actually quite quiet today.
Yeah.
There's some local people stumbling around. It looks like my act. Empty. And nothing in it. And, of course, there's always plenty of pubs in and around the city.
Yeah, but this is south of Stockholm. There's a lot of nice pubs here and a lot of so-called liberals.
Wasn't there a comedy a mafia show around here somewhere?
No. You're barking up the wrong tree. Nothing here. This is Slussen.
Slussen.
Yes.
This is kind of where I hang out. I spend my time around this Scandic Melman corner there. It's like...
Right? It's doing tricks.
Yeah. I got a little act where I walk on my hands as shoes and then I shit into my own mouth.
Oh, that's excellent.
I wear a German flag G-string.
Yeah,
so they understand.
No swastikas.
No swastikas,
because then you would get arrested.
Yeah. And, it's not a popular logo. Ever.
No. Well, it was in the
they push for it.
Yeah.
Coke and Pepsi. This is what I want to do when I get older. You know that?
What?
I want to fuck rabbits with kids' faces. No, I want to make stained glass window or shades.
All right, like in churches.
No, not in churches. I want to do like
lampshades.
Demonic.
They still can go in churches, just not the traditional churches.
Yeah, I'm going to build a church and do my own stained glass.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang myself in it and write on the wall of my own shit, this is God's fault.
Yeah, well, it's true.
It's
true in your case.
I always forget, like, we're clearly walking down a public street. Everyone, if you don't know, speaks English fluently here.
Yes,
and I forget that people overhear conversations.
Right.
Like, especially when I'm on public transit. Friends of mine I grew up with will egg me on to start my tone to go up a little bit and be a little more provocative and twisted.
Yeah. And
is that a girl getting on a Harley?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Either that or it's Ellen
DeGeneres.
Elton Degenerate. Wasn't there a gig at the top of this, what the hell, gondola?
Yeah.
Isn't that the suicide bridge? Or no, every bridge in Stockholm is a suicide bridge.
It's on the other side. Yeah.
Are you going to go to the Lord show that's coming up here?
What's the Lord show? Lordi. Is other...
That's
Lordi now again?
No, not Lordi, the metal band from Finland. This is that chick who cuts herself from England.
Right.
You know, the Fiona Apples, Lana Del Rey's, all the women I love that will never have me.
They cut themselves.
I wait for them to get these girls when they're rock bottom. Britney Spears still won't touch me, but in about 10 years, when she's a blackout alcoholic, and she's shitting behind a KFC, our eyes are gonna lock.
But I mean,
and we'll be together.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be beautiful.
I think so. But we did a gig.
Really?
In Gavla. Right?
Yeah, but not Britney Spears, you and me.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
That would be the worst postcard ever. Me and you fucking her mouth. Do you want to fuck her mouth?
No.
All right. Ask the mouth Eddie over here.
All right.
I'll kiss her while you bang the shit out of her.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not?
What do you got coming up? You painting hospital walls in a insane asylum?
No, it's
pretty good.
Adventure center.
Oh, looks like a zit I popped on my back. There's a pile of wet bread.
Oh, yummy.
I remember.
I'm a poor artist, so I'm gonna go back to that pile later.
I had a friend who scooped puke out of a sink at a really bad bar in Vancouver and ate the.
Why?
Is that bad?
Why did he do that?
He subscribes to a different kind of thing, but yeah, some junkie had threw up in this bar.
So it was a junkie was after.
A junkie puked. Yeah. And he picked up 2 fingers of half-digested ham and pineapple pizza.
That's so revolting.
Yeah, he got sick.
Really?
Yeah, he got sick. No, he didn't actually get sick. He goes, oh, fuck, I haven't eaten today. He had a bit of a drug problem.
All right.
So it was junkie meeting junkie.
Yeah, that's understandable.
You don't really like... See, I'm kind of on the cusp of the touristy area in thing, but you're not really into being in the 9 to 5 traffic of Sweden, which isn't bad because no one's really talking on the subways or public transit. It's quite quiet. You can always tell who the tourists are. Like just a little while back, that girl's annoying American accent. Yeah. And always talks a little, and you're just like, you're fat. Lay down, hippie. But I don't know. Oh, this looks fun. Did you ever go see the Body Works exhibit?
I saw it in London.
So did I.
Yeah.
Maybe over a decade ago. It was huge because I went to the Toronto one and I'm looking around going, where's the rest of it? There's 2 rooms here.
Yeah, and there's giraffe.
Yeah, yeah, and they over plasticize the tissue, so they get really tall, like a basketball player who's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
No skin on his face. You saw all the
and that special smell if you bend over and smell them. Maybe you didn't.
Yeah, it's haunting. People were walking around through. You keep in mind the exhibit was, I don't know how many rooms, 10, 15 different rooms. Did you see the different fetuses?
Yes.
From all
I took pictures of it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take pictures.
Really?
Yeah, I was told. You live on the edge.
Yeah, I know.
Fetuses are, you look at them and you're like, that's really weird.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're gonna eat it.
I collect old medical tools and I use them in my kitchen. So I have this big
speculums.
No, big pair of tongues. That you use to pull out babies.
Yeah. Forceps.
Yeah. Maybe it's called forceps. It's for. The last century, an old midwife had it, and I got hold of it.
They're antiques.
Yeah,
solid steel.
I have it like a salad tosser, so I serve salad with it.
In a bedpan for a bowl.
I had the kidney shaped that I put.
The shit bucket.
Yeah. I got those too.
Please only keep gravy in that.
No.
And a handful of corn.
Yeah.
Anything that's shit like. I thought about doing because it'd be cool to do a whole kitchen with a very stainless steel kind of medical type of thing with all the tools. Because you go into a brand new kitchen, it looks like a hospital room anyway, with all the instruments and steel and glass and stuff.
They renovate the kitchen like every 4th year in Stockholm or in Sweden because they want to save the marriage. So they instead of
say that again. What?
Well, they renovate the kitchen.
Oh, renovate the kitchen. Oh,
very much
to keep the relationship together.
To keep it going.
Like it's a poor man's baby.
Yeah, every 4th year they do it.
They go buy those prefab cabinets from IKEA.
Yeah. And that's we can have perfect food for a perfect one, for a perfect relationship. And then another 4 years.
I love IKEA. Because anything you buy there, you could throw it through a window into the trash, and there's no attachment.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. It's firewood with one good stomp through whatever, a bookshelf, a futon, an employee.
Yeah, it's very, very Soviet Union over it. I mean, every home looks the same. It's like
you get a hot dog for a nickel.
Yeah,
that's
cheap food.
That's not good.
No.
How many hot dogs do you think you could eat?
Well, it depends how hungry I am.
My friend has a pit bull, and I asked him how many hot dogs do you think. He goes, eat them till his stomach burst. That's
really?
The kind of animal. The dog had a special bowl with a spiral ridge in it. So the food, he'd have to lift it out with his tongue because he would choke to death by wolfing it down like he was some sort of beauty. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting.
It's like my ex with cock. She would suck off all of them, and not including mine, like a seal.
What?
It was terrible.
You gave her fish and she did it, or what?
She was like, a seal to herring.
Right.
She a whore of cocks. But you've had some dated some monsters.
I mean, there are few girls who have been borderline, I think the diagnosis is.
Do you have any ladies that cut themselves to feel pretty?
No. I actually date really nice girls.
Yeah? Yeah. I love it. Again, we just walk by 2 kids and I say, cut yourself to feel pretty. And they turn to his buddy. It's like, someone's been reading my blog. Oh. Ladies' shoes are very uncomfortable, especially when you're trying to give a steady blowjob.
Yeah. Well, there's still a bit left of her feet in it, and you have to scrape that. That's really uncomfortable.
I love the food here's not very nice.
In Sweden?
Yeah. I did have moose. I had a moose ball today.
A moose ball?
Well, let me.
Yeah, but that's for the tourists.
No. It was a ground moose with this mushroom sauce.
But we don't have like moose balls every day.
No, it wasn't ball. It was ball shaped.
Oh, right. So it was not attached. No.
There was a hair
Otherwise,
on
I
the
could recommend Skansen. It's where we have our wildlife. You can see it and maybe have a taste.
I like them fresh. I like to lay on my back and just have them steep for a bit, like a wonton. Yeah. Breathe through your nose. We haven't seen any puke yet.
No, it's a very puke-free day today.
It is. It's what day is it today? Everyone's looking at us because we're clearly schizophrenic.
Yes.
But it's been really nice. This is the quiet before the storm. You're gonna get some snow, like we do in in Canada.
And the whole country panics every year.
Yeah, but Swede panic is very moderate, and Canadians, it gets bad enough that we had to call in a military. You knew about that, right? There was an ice storm years ago.
All right.
And in Quebec was under 2 feet of ice.
Right.
And the military had to come in and shovel snow so people could get around.
Right.
But I remember being in Luleå, and my ex's 90-year-old grandmother was half blind.
Yeah.
Would walk out and go for a walk in -40 and the snow's blowing.
Right.
As some exercise. Well, I'm huddled. Embarrassment to my country, huddled by a fire with a cup of cocoa and some fuzzy slippers, and this old broad's out there fighting for her life. We're very sheltered, It was very much a different time in Scandinavia. They're trapping furs and doing pretty,
Actually, last year, and this is typical Sweden, we had feminist snow plowing.
Feminist snowplowing? What are they doing with their cunts?
No, yeah. Actually, the thing, because most girls use the walking roads, and they decided to plow them first before the main roads.
Okay.
Safety
first.
So women could go out and about, and so. A lot of feminists got together and they all started working and just kidding, the men did it, of course. Actually, we plowed these all small roads, but then if they fallen and broken their leg, the ambulance couldn't come because they hadn't plowed those roads first.
So people were dying in their homes.
Yes,
because they couldn't get an AC. That happens. My friend he's a firefighter in my hometown, and it's a pretty fucked up city. It's 400,000 people in a steel town and kind of a Gothenburg-esque type place. And he's from a very northern rural part of Ontario, and it's like District 9. He goes to these calls. This lady died. He was doing the CPR.
Right.
He says that you're supposed to only do 1.25 inches for the respiratory part. Right. But he breaks all the ribs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's huge. He's a big bodybuilder guy. So he goes, this old lady, he's 90 years old. He says he just folded her whole rib cage. They call him in. The other firefighters go, bring him in. And he goes, I didn't know you broke the ribs. I thought there was cartilage that kind of gave it some accordion-esque. But he knows sometimes he punctures the lung. He pushes so hard down.
Right, especially an old lady that haven't had milk for 50 years. Oh, the sound.
Oh, yeah. Oops. He says it's like breaking 12 hockey sticks over your knee.
as you do.
I thought these guys were camped out for tickets, but apparently there was some sort of social unrest. Would you want to explain where is this? This looks like a courtyard, right? We're in a courtyard by Snaps.
No, not a courtyard. This is Medborgarplatsen, the citizens' place.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
Yes, back in the 80s when we were in the communists. I don't know.
What's that square in Asia where they ran over people?
The red square.
Yeah, it has that kind of
vibe to it. Yeah.
This is like the nice part of Finland.
Yeah.
Right? It's very concrete. Yeah, Finland doesn't have a lot of things going on, but there's patios here that serve terrible. Nah, the food wasn't too bad actually. No. But you're paying to sit on the patio. There's there's a lot of there's blondes everywhere.
Yes.
Are you kind of sick of it?
No, not really. I like all kinds.
All flavors?
Yes.
Yeah, there's but they boarded up the refugees, or is that what they were? Where were these people camped out on the stairs?
Oh,
did you not see any of this?
The gypsies.
No. There was like half a dozen gypsies, but there was like 20, 30 people on either side. They were protesting, doing speeches and all that.
Oh, no, I completely missed it.
How is the cabin?
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Very nice, very lonely, but I like it.
I wouldn't know unless it showed up on Facebook. But even then, everything that comes through there is so much nonsense. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, me too.
It's ongoing. I remember these stairs. I think I fell down them. I used to drink a lot here.
Really?
Yeah, I think we've been hammered a few times, like blackout drunk.
Yes, we have. I remember in Riga, you choked me on the way to the hotel.
Did I?
Yeah, you wanted me to force you wanted to force me to take you to a strip club.
Oh.
And they had given me money for that. Please take him home to the hotel.
They gave you money to take me away?
Yeah, yes. So
you fix it.
Yeah, so I told you, well, you have
Where
to...
was this in Riga?
Yes.
Where's Riga?
Riga, yeah.
In Sweden?
No. Across the...
Oh, in Estonia. Oh, that's right.
And then
I was blackout.
Yeah, and I told you, we have to change your clothes first. You look pretty on the strip club.
Tricked me.
Yeah, and you have to. And I pulled your pants off on the hotel, and then you fell asleep on the bed, and I left you.
Yeah, that was in Tallinn.
Yes.
No, what was?
I remember over there.
Yeah, there was a lot, and we were only in town for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I always hated going to the airport hungover.
Right.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Have you ever thrown up on an airplane?
No, never. Not yet.
I've gone into the toilets, locked the door, and sat on the toilet and cried.
Yeah.
It can be pretty bad, but I don't drink anymore.
I don't drink alcohol so much. I don't like that kind of drug.
Well, you've traveled enough to see what other opportunities there are in that area.
Yeah.
So you leave Sweden and go on the road for 3 months?
No, yeah, maybe 2 months, 1 month, over the worst winter.
So you hold on.
Gesundheit.
Oh, jeez. It just. Those toilets. I should probably look where I'm walking. There's steps.
Yes.
They're like you could haul a lot of ass on a wheelchair, and I think it's time for a smoke break. Is that Greek and Swedish?
Yeah.
Greekisk? Stavos.
Greek restaurant in Swedish.
I have a Greek friend that is very authentically Greek, and
now you're just bragging.
He yelled at the chef in there because the salad wasn't right.
It was a French salad.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was where's the fucking cheese? What is it? Feta cheese? Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of old drunks in these parks. You'll just see packs of like 60, 70-year-old Swedish guys getting shit corked.
Yeah.
They kind of huddle under a bush or under a bench and just get trashed.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. In the autumn, they start disappearing. In the winter, they're almost all gone. But then in the spring, new ones are born. From divorce or whatever misfortune, loss of work.
There's a it's like a herding, like the deers migrating. The wolves come out, which is the winter.
Yeah.
And eats up all the homeless people. It happens in Canada. A lot of them go up more up to the west of Vancouver from colder climates and weather their drug addictions and the weather of rain.
Right. Yeah.
What is that here? Is this some sort of boat or?
It's a fountain, I think.
Oh.
Shaped like a boat.
What is this a university or something?
I don't know. Actually, it's the first time I've been here. I mean, I live in Vårby.
I think I've got more of a lay of the land than you.
Yeah. True.
Denmark was awesome.
Denmark is very nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah. They have these
really
red hot dogs I love.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
I think those are dog cocks.
Yeah, or yeah. No, they say it. And the same spicy flavor as a Labrador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like a good wiener.
Yes, I do.
I tried, man. It was so expensive in Norway. I go to 7-Eleven and eat hot dogs because I knew they were only $60.
All right, yeah.
Canadian.
But yeah, the Norway is the rich country. They have all the oil.
I heard a rumor that when Norway discovered oil, that they said, look, you give us Volvo and we'll split the oil with you.
Yeah, that's probably a conspiracy theory. I don't know. I never heard it.
In typical Swedish form, I think I got some wheat. Is there a metro station here?
What did you say?
Is there a metro station?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I met a guy here about some oregano or something.
You want me to keep a lookout?
No. I'm covered. I hate going out in Publix in general.
Yeah.
This is
Let's all these, people
cut
everywhere?
back. Yeah, we'll go back to this side. It's nice out though, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back in June.
Right, excellent. Then we have summer.
Yeah, there's nothing like summer in this part of the world.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, California is great, but it's consistently that. Are
you talking gay? No.
No. All of LA is gay, but at least there's some moisture in the air here.
Oh yeah, moisture helps with the insertion.
You get, in life, right?
Yes.
Is that a woman's prison over there?
I wish.
Can you imagine the smell of a woman's prison?
Yeah, all this oxytocin and bitterness.
I'm glad Black is the New Orange is a TV show, because if it was a play, people would be throwing up. Because if you don't get a chance to shave your beaver.
Right.
So you got that piss-soaked ponytail hanging off of your cunt.
But why didn't you get the chance to shave your... What are you talking about? I don't follow you.
See, that's the thing. I'm talking from America. Sorry, man. I'm out.
Thank you.
I love how people getting cancer. I'm taking as many as I can with me.
You know what I do is I light it and then I put it out on their forehead.
Oh.
I go, you won't do that again, will you?
Some love that.
Madam. Adil said I fucked 4 dogs and peed on gypsies.
You do?
No, do I? No, I don't drink. But you did. I did try to strangle you.
You did try to strangle me. Yes, you did.
Yeah, it's not always.
We didn't go to a place, but we did that in cars, I think.
Good. You've dealt with the criminally insane before.
Yes.
I just put a stone in my shoe, I think. Yeah, it's a, let's go to the bridge.
Oh, yeah, right.
I gotta have a shit. I'm gonna grab this dog by the leash and swing him over into the river. That lady would not. How would you explain that to the police?
He's sober. I'm sorry.
He's going through something.
Yeah.
The reality's being a little hard.
Autumn is coming.
Yeah, the leaves are actually changing. It's quite nice, actually. This is about as deep as I like to get into winter. Yeah. I run. After hearing Christmas carols with sunglasses on in California, it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah. Yeah,
but we're sorry, I got off track there a while back when the homeless guy showed me his dick for a cigarette.
Yeah.
Your friend was a judge on Sweden's Got Talent kind of thing.
Yeah,
childhood friend or something? Or?
No, we met like 5 years ago.
Okay.
I've been a fan of his for ages.
It's hard to travel with people sometimes if they're not cut out for it. That makes a big difference.
He's like a philosopher, so he's always writing on his new book, and I go out in the town exploring the suburbs and the slums. I love doing that. and then I get back and we eat food and talk about the day. So we have like...
Oh, you go separately on excursions, come back?
Yeah,
that's good. Because some people, you tend to, their luggage all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And they're whining, and it's grating. Yeah. It's like, this is the
not
situation.
At all with him.
Yeah, that's huge. You know, some people, once you take them out of their element, they freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
And they become the most difficult pieces of shit.
No, we both used to entertain ourselves. So
yeah. Well, I guess it's called being a grown-up.
Yes, I think so.
Know, who wants to travel with children? They always cry when you bring the hooker in the room with a shotgun to her back.
Yeah, they don't like the guns, do they?
No, the kids don't. No. There's been a lot of bad press on the guns, especially in school shootings.
Yeah.
How many people do you think have been hate fucked down in this ditch over here?
Well, not enough.
I love Swedish graffiti. I don't understand any of it.
I think it's a slang for the name or something, a tag. It's not art.
No, that one's not very good.
No, it's just like, I've been here.
Yeah, I tag. I shit in, like, if I get bad service at a restaurant.
Right.
You know my thing.
Yes.
I shit in the sink.
Right, you do. All right,
sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember we were doing a comedy festival in Tampere.
Right.
I think it's Tampere or Jyväskylä. Maybe Jyväskylä. Anyway.
All right.
And I shit against the wall in the shower. And then my roommate at the time...
Well, he filmed it, didn't he? I think I've seen that.
No, that was a different thing. I do a variety of art films.
Yeah.
And I'm the log father on the internet. And by the way, you can add me on Snapchat at Jason Rouse at 666 if you want the morning dump.
Oh, excellent.
What I'll do is I'll eat a lot of beet juice. The cops here, I saw the hottest fucking ambulance driver, this blonde chick, in the thing, and she looked really fucked off and sexy.
Right.
This kind of girl would get on top and punch you in the mouth just so she could come. Oh, there's a really hot blonde officer.
Sounds like Sweden.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Yes, it is.
What do you got coming up?
Well, I'm...
Because you've kind of, I heard that you weren't really around that much, but when I saw your show, it didn't look like you've been out of anything.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, I'm starting up doing stand-up again, mixing that with painting, doing art, the things I like. Study stuff, read books.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, do you know of the place in Los Angeles called the Magic Castle?
It's the magicians have their club,
and you have to be invited. I think you would be in awe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked at any photos. I've luckily enough, a couple of my friends are magicians.
Wow.
And I've gone. It is a guy killed himself there about 2 months ago.
Right.
A magician.
How?
I don't know. I think he hung himself or something.
Ta-da!
It has all the... there's a tunnel that goes from there to Houdini's old house.
Right.
There's all these secrets. I won't want to spoil too much of it, but when you get there, you say "Open Sesame" and the bookcase opens.
Wow.
To an owl with it. Yeah, it's total Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I want that.
Yeah. We're giant children.
Yeah. Why not?
We're coming up to the one of 4 McDonald's in the city.
Yeah.
I've been in there buying fucking cheeseburgers at 1 a.m.
Right.
Oh, there we go. That Swedish crosswalk click.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Well, on Facebook it's Celin with Celin with CELIN, and on Instagram. Yeah. And on Twitter if you like, but I don't use Twitter as much. Instagram and Facebook mostly, so add me there if you like.
Fantastic. Well, it's always a pleasure seeing you. I come out here a couple times a year or once a year. But I'll be back in June. Hopefully we can do some gigs together.
We should.
And
definitely.
I promise I won't strangle you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.